Hello, how are you? I am back again and I thought I'd do a quick video while Mary naps about my Chanel jewellery, my favourite pieces, and also just quickly how I store my jewellery as well, because I used to actually work in the jewellery industry and yeah, I don't think enough people know about how to care for costume jewellery, which is actually what Chanel jewellery is. It's costume jewellery. They of course do fine jewellery, but most of what you find in the boutiques is technically costume and you do have to care for it well. So yeah, just a quick note about that, and I'm going to show you how I store my jewellery. And also before I get started, if you are thinking about going on holiday to, like, say Bali or the Maldives or somewhere very hot and humid, do think very carefully about if you want to take your favourite bags and jewellery, because the humidity, like the warmth in the air and the heat, actually can tarnish jewellery and bags surprisingly quickly. So yeah, if you are thinking about going to one of those kind of places and it's just hot and humid and you want to take your favourite jewellery, just maybe don't take it all, maybe just take a couple of pieces, and if you can stick to gold and silver, that is ideal. Yeah, just because humidity is actually really bad for costume jewellery and handbags. Anyway, I'm going to quickly show you how I store my pieces, so let's get into the walk-in wardrobe. So this is my wardrobe. It is an absolute mess. Mary has been in here. You can even see her bottle. It's like evidence. But yeah, this is where I store it all, really. There's actually some more in storage. I think there's some in the garage, which is really embarrassing. But yeah, this is where I store most of my bags, shoes, clothes. I mean, it needs sorting out. I swore to myself that I would get this place organised before I filled it up, and I have filled it up and it's not organised. Anyway, what I do is basically I have little pots. This is actually a plant pot, and then I have like little trinkety pots as well. And this is like, I have one for rings, one for hair clips. This one's got lipsticks in, this one's got necklaces in. I think this one's got rings in. I think that one's got watches and other things in. So yeah, I have one per type of jewellery. And then all I do is I package up each and every piece in a little jewellery bag, because keeping them airtight is actually a really good way to elongate the life. And also you can store them so that the chain isn't touching, but basically I try and keep the chains separate so they don't tangle. And yeah, I haven't really worried too much about these kind of ones, but you can store them in two bags so that you've got the chain on one side and the pendant in the other, and that will help make sure that nothing scratches. But just the main thing is keeping it airtight and not having multiple pieces of jewellery scratching against each other, because that is not good for jewellery. Airtight, it's what you need. Anyway, I thought I'd quickly show you that. It's not the most profesh way of doing it, but it actually helps a lot more than you think. So now I'm gonna come over and say hi and show you some of my favourite pieces of jewellery. So yeah, let's dig in. Yeah, so I've completely broken my own rules and I've just shoved it all in a pile, which is basically the opposite of what I've just told you, so apologies for that. But yeah, let's dive in. I think I'm gonna start with my first ever piece of Chanel jewellery, and that is this brooch. How am I gonna show you? Because the light is crazy today. Okay, let's go here. Okay, so this is my first ever piece of Chanel jewellery. It's just a classic brooch. I think it's gold tone with the pearls. It's got the Chanel marking on the back. And yeah, it's really pretty, really simple. And you know what? This was actually so cheap that I wish I could go back in time and buy more. Back when I got this, which was about, I want to say about 10, 15 years ago, I want to say it was £105, which is crazy because this now would be like 400. So that was a good investment. And then what have I got next? I want to show you this. This is a really cute little brooch. This is vintage 90s. I love the gold tone. It's a really bright, brash gold. And I just think it's really beautiful. It's one of their kind of button brooches. I just think it's really cool. I love it. So that is the next one. Oh, and again, it's got the Chanel marking on the back, if you can see. But yeah, really cute. Love it on a little blazer. Then this next one actually is quite a famous, I think it's called the Baroque brooch. My mum got me this for my birthday one year and I started crying when she gave it to me. So this one's really special to me, and it's just a really beautiful brooch. I love this one. Again, Chanel marking on the back. Just really, really cute. I'm trying to whiz through these fairly quickly because I don't want this to be like an hour-long video. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, next let's go to my last brooch, which is this one. It is so cute. It's a little seashell. It's actually just a tiny little pin brooch. Again, the marking is down there. Yeah, it's more like a pin badge. It's very cute for summer. I only really wear it in the summer. It's probably the one I wear the least, but it's one of the ones that I really love. I just think it's so cute. It's really like playful, summery and joyful. I just really like it. But yeah, it's very cute. It didn't cost that much because it's basically a little pin badge. But yeah, I just think it's lovely, and I love the seashellness of it. So that's that one. And then next, should we move on to hair clips? I think we should. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this one first. This one, God, I want to say this one's from about 8 years ago. It's really pretty. I love the kind of the aqua with the gold. I just think it's really pretty. It's like a gold leaf, and then it's got the Chanel pearls, and it's in resin. I just think it's so pretty. Again, it's got the marking on the back, made in France, and it's got the Chanel authenticating kind of badge thing there. But yeah, it's just a really beautiful little hair clip, and I love it. I recommend buying yourself a Chanel hair clip. There's something about having a Chanel hair clip that just makes you feel good. Do you know what I mean? And then I've got another Chanel hair clip because clearly one was not enough. This one my boyfriend bought me for my first, I think, ever Christmas. Actually, do you know what? I'm thinking, did he buy me this first or did he buy me this first? I can't remember. I can't remember which of these two came first. I'm not sure. But yeah, I just think this is really, really pretty. I love the gemstones on it, the little C's. I want to say this is about 12 years old, maybe a little bit more. But I think it's really special. And then again, on the back, made in France. But yeah, I think he got me this from, gosh, I want to say from the Brompton Road store. I just think it's really special. So that's the next one. Oh my God, no, I've got one more brooch. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I actually have, I think I've got 5 brooches in total. So this one he got me at the airport. He got me it from the Chanel store at like Heathrow Terminal 5. And you would think that would mean it would be cheap because it's duty free, but it was not. It was like £800, which is quite excessive, but maybe he felt guilty about going on holiday without me. Actually, he didn't go on holiday without me. He went on a work trip, but it was for like quite a while. It was like a week long. But yeah, he just thought it was really cool, really unusual, and really special. And I have to say, I agree. It's really fun. So yeah, that is my next one, and I've never seen one like it. So that is pretty cool. So that's the next one. I haven't worn these in a while actually, but they are really beautiful. They're not the opera length ones. They kind of go to about here. I haven't really got any occasion to wear them at the moment, but I think they're really special. And sometimes I layer them up with more pearls, not Chanel ones because I don't have any more Chanel ones, but just kind of like, so I have strings of pearls going on. And then obviously you see the occasional Chanel logo. But yeah, I think this one's really beautiful. It's got the little tag at the top. It's got lobster clasp, which I never actually use. I always just put it over my head. But yeah, it's got the 3 C's, and I think it's just so pretty. I think it's such a pretty necklace. I love it. I think these ones were about £1,000, maybe a bit less, maybe like 700. I'm not sure, but I think it's really pretty. And then finally, probably the creme de la creme of my collection. This is from, God, what is it? Was it the supermarket collection? I think it was. But yeah, these are basically like the penny sweets, you know, like the candy necklaces that children have, but yeah, with Chanel in. And it's so funny. These ones are actually much longer. These are like more like the opera length ones. Obviously it looks ridiculous because I'm sat down, but you can also double it over and wear it like this. Again, I haven't worn these ones in a while just because, you know, I'm a mum now and I don't get to wear cool stuff anymore. But I think they're really special. The last time I actually saw these was on First Dibs. Somebody was trying to sell them and they were an absolute fortune. So I'm pretty pleased that I have them because I think they're quite rare and quite special and quite important, and I just think they're really fun and playful. Yeah, when I did wear them though, people were always like, oh, can I eat them? And it was like, no. You know, when you're like, that's not a funny joke. I've heard it many times. Anyway, so yeah, I've got my Chanel Sweets necklace, I've got my pearls, I've got a couple of hair clips. I think I've got one more hair clip somewhere, but these are my favourite two. I've got my brooches. I actually wear brooches a lot more than I actually wear necklaces. I just think a brooch is like a really great piece of jewellery because you can put them on your coats, cardigans, t-shirts, whatever you want. I mean, hell, you can even pin them in a hair bow and like wear them in your hair. You can wear them on your hat. I love them. Just never wear them on a bag because a bag is the easiest place to knock your brooches so they fall off. But yeah, I love them. I love a Chanel brooch. I think they're really special. But yeah, that's kind of it. That is my Chanel jewellery collection, I think. I think I do maybe have like one more hair clip somewhere. But yeah, that's basically it. Anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed having a look. And I will see you again soon. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.